Hello, I'm Husam Chekfa, and this is my Lab 4 Part 2 ESP server for ECE 568 demonstration. So first of all, go ahead and turn on the server. Right, so the server's on. This is the IP address, so I'm going to go ahead and open a new tab. 172, there we go. Okay, so basically right here we have, well, first of all, we're going to go ahead and go over the code. So with the imports, we have the Wi-Fi info, you have the given variables. This is copy pasted from Lab 1, Part 2 of Lab 1. This is copy pasted from my previous Wi-Fi labs, such as the ESP client here, as well as the previous labs that we've used Wi-Fi for. I have some very simple functions. First of all, so there's a read sensors. It just takes these two global variables and updates them, just like I did for the ESP client in part 1 of Lab 4. Then I have this update the LED, pretty much the same thing as, or very close to what we did in Lab 1 part 2 earlier in January or February. This is the given web page code, pretty much copy pasted. It is copy pasted. I did not change anything from here. So yeah, copy pasted. And it ends there. This is just some socket stuff, socket functionality I had to set up for setting up a socket as well as listening. And this is I've linked the documentation from the MicroPython as well as GitHub discussions boards online. And yeah, this is what I used for figuring out how to set this up. And then here's a loop I have. Try to zoom out so you can see it all. This again, I linked more HTTP stuff as well as the socket links that I used to set this up. Basically, I have a while loop, so basically it keeps on going and going and going. And the server basically will keep on accepting more packets and requests. Yeah, basically very simple, right? I of course make sure I'm reading the LED command, making sure that it's on or off. As well as I read the sensors, and I basically just constantly am sending, whenever a button is pressed, I end up sending a new packet of data, basically to update the server. So I'll go back to the server now, and as you can see, here it is, and here's my terminal. All right, so this is what it is here. Let's say and also this is my, of course, my ESP. So if I say red LEDs on, as you can see, currently it's off. If I press the on button, as you can see, it turns on, as well as we get some more packets. I don't really know what's going on here, but this is part of what's given. Yeah, so it just pops up automatically, as well as, yeah. So this is some of the things that I've printed out. I don't know if we necessarily need all of this, but I just tried to figure out some debugging, but it's sort of unreadable by me, but there you have it. And then, as you can see here, see, red LED is off. Again, it does update the temperature in the hull every single time, but of course, sometimes it's going to be the same as before, right? So more things were printed. As you can see, let's say I highlight this. You can see that when I press the button here, for example, red LED on, as you can see, the hallway just updated. And as you can see, more lines have been printed, right? This is what I selected earlier, and more things have been printed. So that's my ESP server. I'm not 100% sure if this is exactly what, I don't know. This is a little confusing, some parts of it, especially the HTTP stuff, but most of the code was pretty much given, so that was nice. So, yep, there you go. Thank you.